Ethiopia is a country that captivates. Unique in the world for its astonishing rock-carved constructions with spectacular landscapes and a rich and distinct culture. Where some of the wonders built by mankind exist. It's one of the few African countries that was never colonized, therefore it has been able to preserve its traditions and customs over the years. Language, religion and architecture have survived in Ethiopia without colonial influence for centuries. It's a country with unparalleled ethnic diversity, a multiplicity of communities, each with its unique culture, are spread across the various Ethiopian regions. Furthermore, it's a land filled with national parks. With a variety of landscapes and extreme territories. Stay with me to discover what Ethiopia and its people are like, why it's a unique country in the world, the places you can't miss, how life is in the country, and so much more. Ethiopia, one of the world's ancient nations, boasts an enduring territory that has stood unchanged for millennia. With monarchs tracing their lineage back to the kings of Israel, such as David and Solomon. By the year 1000, the Aksumite Empire yielded to the Zag dynasty, centered in Lalibela. However, in 1270, the Solomonic dynasty was reinstated under Yakun Ulablaq, heralding the dawn of the Ethiopian Empire, also known as Abyssinia. Despite the challenges posed by European colonization endeavors, Ethiopia successfully maintained its independence. The pivotal Battle of Adwa in 1896 marked a historic moment when Italy succumbed to Ethiopia, marking the first time an African nation triumphed over a European power. Yet, in 1935, Italy attempted a second occupation, seizing Addis Ababa. Emperor Haile Selassie, following Mussolini's invasion, sought refuge in the United Kingdom. Despite exile, Ethiopian resistance endured, leading to the expulsion of Italian forces in 1941. The final chapter of the Solomonic dynasty and the Ethiopian Empire unfolded in 1974 when Emperor Selassie's reign concluded with the abolition of the monarchy, ushering in the era of a People's Republic. This historical journey illuminates Ethiopia's steadfast resilience against external pressures, forging a narrative of endurance and independence that defines the nation to this day. Unveiling Ethiopia's resilience, a geographical and historical tapestry. In exploring why Ethiopia remains uncolonized, we find a convergence of factors that have fortified its independence. The geographical features of Ethiopia form a natural defense against invasion, featuring high mountains, rugged terrains, and arid deserts with soaring temperatures. Amid the scramble for Africa, Emperor Menelik II emerged as a crucial leader, steering Ethiopia through this pivotal period. Renowned for his strength and strategic prowess, he successfully unified diverse regions, fortifying the nation's army and achieving triumphs in key battles, notably against Italy. Moreover, Ethiopia's resilience against colonization is not solely anchored in its geography and historical leadership. Despite vast ethnic and cultural diversity, a shared national identity and social cohesion played pivotal roles in fostering resistance to external dominance. This unique blend of geographical, historical, and cultural elements has shaped Ethiopia into a nation that stands unyielding against the tide of colonization. Unveiling Ethiopia's geographic splendor, a journey through varied landscapes. Ethiopia. Officially the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, graces the Horn of Africa, a peninsula in the northeast of the continent. Surrounded by Eritrea to the north, Djibouti and Somalia to the east, Sudan and South Sudan to the west, and Kenya to the south, Ethiopia has been landlocked since Eritrea gained independence in 1993. Being one of Africa's most populous countries and among the largest in terms of land area, Ethiopia's geographical diversity paints a landscape reminiscent of different countries. From the high, cold mountains bordering Eritrea and Djibouti to the hot desert regions, each area offers a unique facet of Ethiopia's topography. At the heart of Ethiopia's geographical wonders lies the Great Rift Valley, a massive geological fault running from the northeast to the southwest. This valley is not only a breathtaking feature but also the catalyst for the country's volcanic and seismic activity. Venturing into the Ethiopian highlands, one encounters the majestic Simien Mountains and the Bale Mountains. Here, several important rivers, notably the Blue Nile originating in Lake Tana, the country's largest lake, traverse the varied landscape. These diverse regions serve as habitats for various animal species, some exclusive to Ethiopia, creating a rich ecological tapestry unique to this territory. Join us as we delve deeper into Ethiopia's geographic wonders in our upcoming videos. Unveiling Ethiopia's political and cultural mosaic. In the heart of Ethiopia beats a political system that echoes its rich cultural diversity, a federal democratic republic with a territorial organization divided into regional states and cities with special status, including the capital, Addis Ababa. Reflecting the country's ethnic tapestry, these states were strategically chosen based on ethnic criteria, ensuring that the largest ethnic groups have their designated regions. Some note for these state regions include the Somali Regional State, the Afar region, the Oromia region, the Amhara region, and the Tigray region. 5. Ethiopia's cultural kaleidoscope, ethnicity, languages, and traditions. With approximately 80 distinct ethnic groups, Ethiopia thrives as a melting pot of cultures. Prominent among them are the Oromo, Amhara, Somali, Tigrinya, Sidama, Walata, Hadiyya, Afar, and more, each contributing to the nation's vibrant cultural mosaic. The linguistic diversity is equally remarkable, with 5 official languages: Oromo, Amharic, Somali, Tigrinya, and Afar. Amharic and Oromo dominate as the most spoken languages. The country's writing system, Gez or Amharic script, stands as one of the oldest still in use. 6. National Parks and Game Reserves of Ethiopia. Ethiopia has been very forward-looking in creating national park areas, and there are currently dozens of areas in the country that have been designated as protected areas for wildlife. Abrajata-Shola Lakes National Parks. Abrajata-Shola Lakes National Park is located in the Great Rift Valley, just 200 kilometers (124 miles) south of Addis Ababa, and in the recreational areas of Lake Lingano, and attracts many visitors. Using Lake Lingano as a base, it is easy to visit the national park, which has an area of 887 square kilometers, of which 482 are water. The height of the park ranges from 1,540 to 2,075 meters, and its highest peak is Mount Fak, located between the two lakes. The trail network in this park is constantly evolving. Today you can enter from 4 different points, 3 of which are interconnected. As you approach Addis, you will first reach Horiklo Inlet, where the small Horiklo River flows between Lakes Lingano and Abrajata. It was created primarily for the life of aquatic birds, especially those that feed and breed in large numbers on Abrajata and Shola lakes. The park encompasses the 2 lakes, the isthmus that separates them, and a thin strip of land along their respective shores. Development work was limited to a number of trails on the land and the construction of 7 settlement outposts. Although interest is focused on waterfowl, the land area supports a fair amount of other wildlife. Abrajata Lake. 2 different lakes in one park. The 2 lakes are both terminal lakes and their banks are unstable and salty, but they have a very different character. Abrajata is shallow, at a depth of about 14 meters, with ambiguous fluctuations in water level. Fresh water flows there through the small Horiklo stream. The steam vent is a relatively cool water source, and waterfowl frequently visit it for drinking and bathing. The lake is surrounded by gentle slopes covered with grass and acacia forests. Shola Lake. In contrast, surrounded by steep black cliffs and peaks reflected in its waters, the deepest lake in the Rift Valley, 260 meters, is exceptionally beautiful, with beaches that exude a scent of mystery. With its sulphurous hot springs bubbling and gushing into the lake. There are more than 400 bird species recorded here, almost half the number recorded in the entire country. Although the islands of Lake Shola are a true paradise for birds, they fly to Lake Abajata to feed. Abajata itself is very alkaline but shallow, so flamingos can be seen spread across most of its surface, particularly along the leeward edge where their food source is algae. You can get very close, but beware of dangerous depth and mud if the lake is low. Large numbers of flamingos congregate here, as well as great white pelicans and a wide range of other waterfowl. Apart from the rich avifauna, some mammals can be seen in Abajata Shola Lake National Park, including Grant's gazelle, Oribi warthog and golden jackal. #7. Economy of Ethiopia. Under Haile Selassie I, 1930–1974, the Ethiopian economy enjoyed little free enterprise. The production and export of cash crops such as coffee were expanded and import substitution manufactured goods such as textiles and shoes were created. Especially after World War II, tourism, banking, insurance and transportation began to contribute more to the national economy. The Communist Derg regime, in power from 1974 to 1991, nationalized all means of production, including land, housing, farms and industry. Faced with uncertainty over their land rights, the small-scale subsistence farmers who form the backbone of Ethiopian agriculture have become reluctant to take the risk of producing surplus food for the market. Although land nationalization continues, conditions in Ethiopia's rural areas have improved slightly as the government has paid much attention to rural development. However, the question of land ownership remained controversial and hampered the development of commercial agriculture. Despite progress in economic reform since the 1990s, Ethiopia remains one of the poorest countries in Africa and the world. In 2001, Ethiopia qualified for debt relief under the Heavily Indebted Poor Countries Initiative of the IMF and the World Bank, and in 2005, Ethiopia was one of many countries to benefit from 100% debt relief thanks to loans from the IMF and the World. The bank and the African Development Bank. In Ethiopia, we eat with our hands. Ethiopian cuisine is undoubtedly the most famous cuisine in East Africa. Ethiopian cuisine is distinctive and delicious, befitting a wonderful country with a cultural heritage that stands out from the rest of Africa. Even though Ethiopian cuisine is becoming more and more well-known, it remains a secret. Eating the Ethiopian way means rethinking some of the assumptions you might have about dinner time. For most of us, that means starting by avoiding cutlery and preparing for finger messes. The basis of the vast majority of Ethiopian dishes is injera, a giant great, spongy, pancake-like bread, on whose strangely rubbery surface range of foods are served, including multicolored mounds of spicy stews, vegetable curries and cubes of raw vegetables. Meat. This style of eating is largely communal, with everyone gathering around a large circular metal tray filled with injera heavily laden with food while hands move back and forth to scoop up the food with strips of injera torn off at the edges. Like the Indians, the Ethiopians do not hesitate to add spices. One of the most common accompaniments is borbir, a spice blend containing up to 16 essential ingredients, including chili powder, fenugreek, ginger, garlic, cardamom and cinnamon. The basic spongy injera bread is practically a staple in some trendy circles, while the flavors of dora wat, chicken soup, and misir wat, red lentil soup, are accessible to even the most discerning eaters, especially if one considers how pleasant they are to eat. Wipe them with injera. One of the most popular dishes here is shiro, a chickpea stew with chopped onions and garlic, while vegetarian dishes, panado, are also popular. In addition to the endless dishes, you definitely have to try the Ethiopian coffee after a meal. Ethiopia is considered the birthplace of high-quality Arabica coffee, and its coffee is considered some of the best in the world. Tip: whatever your goal, be sure to take hand sanitizer with you. The predominant language in Ethiopia. Ethiopia boasts a rich linguistic tapestry with 5 official languages: Afar, Amharic, Oromo, Somali, and Tigrinya, alongside various local sign languages. Historically, Amharic held a pivotal role as the sole language used in federal government affairs, dating back to the 12th century. However, a significant shift occurred on February 29, 2020, when the cabinet granted official status to 4 regional languages: Afar, Oromo, Somali, and Tigrinya, elevating them to the same level as Amharic. Addressing the question of the most widely spoken language in Ethiopia, Oromo claims the title with 37.4 million native speakers, constituting over 33% of the population. Despite facing historical restrictions imposed by Emperor Haile Selassie, Oromo has evolved into the lingua franca of Ethiopia and the primary language in education. Examining the linguistic landscape further. Oromo. Ethnographic data from 2021 underscores Oromo's prominence, with 37.4 million first-language speakers. Beyond its widespread use in the Horn of Africa, Oromo serves as Ethiopia's lingua franca and a key language in primary education. Amharic. White Amharic holds the highest total speaker count, with 31.8 million first-language speakers and an additional 25 million second-language speakers, making it the most spoken language overall. Its writing system evolved from the Ge'ez script, featuring a left-to-right flow. Somali. The Somali language, spoken by an estimated 6.7 million in Ethiopia, is prevalent in the east and southeast regions along the country's borders with Somalia and Djibouti. Tigrinya. Gaining official status in 2020, Tigrinya, spoken by around 6.4 million, represents another key Ethiopian language. Various dialects exist, yet none have achieved widespread acceptance as a standard Tigrinya dialect. In conclusion, Ethiopia's linguistic diversity reflects its cultural richness, with Oromo leading in native speakers and Amharic holding sway in overall usage. The elevation of regional languages signifies a commitment to inclusivity and recognition of Ethiopia's multifaceted linguistic heritage. Exploring the wonders of Ethiopia, top destinations to visit. Ethiopia, a land of diverse landscapes and rich cultural heritage, offers an array of captivating destinations for travelers seeking a unique and memorable experience. From ancient historical sites to breathtaking natural wonders, here are some of the best places to visit in Ethiopia. 1. Rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Lalibela is renowned for its remarkable rock-hewn churches. Carved out of solid rock in the 12th century, these architecture marvels, including Bet Girgis and Bet Medinalam, showcase Ethiopia's unique religious and historical significance. 2. Simien Mountains National Park. Nature enthusiasts will be enchanted by the Simien Mountains, a UNESCO-listed national park. Towering peaks, deep valleys, and diverse wildlife, including the Ethiopian wolf and Gelada baboon, create a spectacular setting for trekking and exploration. Step back in time by visiting Axum, an ancient city steeped in history. Home to obelisks, the ruins of Queen of Sheba's palace, and St. Mary of Zion Church, Axum is a treasure trove of archaeological wonders. Oromo Valley. For a glimpse into Ethiopia's cultural diversity, the Oromo Valley is a must-visit. This ethnically rich region is home to various tribes, each with distinct traditions and customs. Engage with the Hamar, Mursi, and Kuro people for a truly immersive experience. 5 Lake Tana and the Blue Nile Falls. Discover the source of the Blue Nile at Lake Tana, Ethiopia's largest lake. Take a boat trip to explore ancient monasteries on the lake's islands. Don't miss the awe-inspiring Blue Nile Falls, known locally as Tizisat or the Smoking Water. Six Harar Jagal. Immerse yourself in the vibrant culture of Harar, a UNESCO-listed walled city. Known for its old town, or Jagal, Harar is a maze of narrow alleys, bustling markets, and 82 mosques, providing a unique glimpse into Islamic Ethiopia. Seven Danakil Depression. Venture into one of the hottest and lowest places on Earth, the overworldly Danakil Depression. Witness the kaleidoscope of colors from mineral deposits, volcanic craters, and the Afar people's nomadic way of life. 8 Gondar. Explore Gondar's imperial history by visiting its medieval castles and palaces. The Royal Enclosure, a UNESCO site, offers insight into Ethiopia's bygone dynasties. Nine Bale Mountains National Park. Nature lovers can find solace in the Bale Mountains. With alpine meadows, Harana Forest, and unique wildlife, it's a haven for trekking and bird-watching enthusiasts. Awash National Park. Experience the diverse ecosystems of Awash National Park, home to wildlife such as oryx, baboons, and crocodiles. The Awash River and its waterfalls add to the park's natural allure. Ethiopia's allure lies in its ability to blend ancient history with breathtaking landscapes, making it a destination that caters to a wide range of interests. Whether you're captivated by historical wonders, cultural diversity, or natural beauty, Ethiopia promises an enriching and unforgettable journey. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the wonders of Ethiopia. From the historic sites that echo the footsteps of ancient civilizations to the breathtaking landscapes that define its natural beauty, Ethiopia truly captivates the heart and soul. As we conclude this exploration, I encourage you to share your thoughts, experiences, and questions in the comments below. Let's foster a community that celebrates the richness of Ethiopia and promotes cultural exchange. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel to stay connected with more exciting content about Ethiopia and beyond. Your support is vital in spreading the beauty of this diverse and vibrant nation. Together, let's continue unraveling the tapestry of Ethiopia's history, culture, and natural wonders. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with fellow explorers who might find inspiration in the treasures of Ethiopia. Thank you for being part of our community, and until next time, happy exploring.